Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Josh D2, and I'm making this video because earlier today I was thinking about eating muffins and bagels. But on to the gameplay. Really, in this match, I really didn't do the greatest, I didn't do the worst, but I will say that although I cannot jump over this teen land wall very easily, I'm going to find out the trick on how to get up this. After a couple of tries, I do get up this wall. Yeah. What I want to go over today is the AUG. AUG. It is no longer, the light machine gun. That was the H-bar model of it in Modern Warfare 2. Now it is the assault rifle, and it is basically the comparison to the FAMAS. If you're not a FAMAS guy, maybe the AUG is more your style. If you're not a runner guy, maybe a jumping kind of thing is your style, like I am. What I want to say about the AUG is that statistically, if you guys have not yet watched any of my in-depth videos, please go check those out in the Respawn channel, because you'll find all of the stats on both of these. That the AUG and the FAMAS are basically identical, and by not completely identical, I mean by recoil. The AUG's recoil is really all over the place, while the FAMAS kind of favors to the top right. And I want to know what you guys think is the better choice. With the AUG, I'm still getting used to it. Really, I'm trying to steer away from submachine guns. I really love the MP5K. I can use the MP5K all day and all night long. Just like Lionel Richie, he could do it all night long. But I don't want to use submachine guns. I'm actually tired. I'm kind of tired of using submachine guns, and just their hip firing is way too powerful. And I kind of to be a little bit unfair that I don't even have to aim down the sights. But with assault rifles, you basically do most of the time. Either that or you have to have steady aim on. But right now I'm using Warlord, Hardline Pro, and Marathon. Hardline Pro is definitely one of the best blue perks to have. Flak Jacket is also good too, but when I noticed the team that I was with, I really didn't require Flak Jacket at all. So what I want to talk about when it comes to the AUG. The AUG has the recoil, and in Black Ops, recoil is kind of guided by randomness. Every gun statistically has its own certain amounts of recoil that it has the potential to go in different directions. Some more than others, and it has different percentages that it's going to go in those directions as well. For the FAMAS, like I said, top right is really favored. For the AUG, it's kind of everywhere, and it's just a matter of getting used to the recoil and where it's going to go. Really practicing with it is what it all comes down to. I do notice that with the AUG, I do a lot better with a sight than without. Some people, iron sights are perfectly fine. For other people, they're not quite so much. They need to have a sight. I am going to have a silent or a suppressor on, because people like to bitch at me about that, on no matter what. Steal my package, you bastard. And for whatever reason, I get that guy with a nade. I don't see how he didn't back away from that. Either way, so Warlord, would I rather have sleight of hand? Yes, I would rather have sleight of hand on every gun because it's, a second tier perk. But Warlord I really don't mind, because, when it was bling, I would much rather have Marathon on, than bling, in Modern Warfare 2, but that's not the case now. So definitely I can still run Marathon, and now I can run Warlord too. Scavenger, some people might say, well, why don't you use Scavenger, because that's always a very useful class. Really, when it comes to me killing things and my kill streaks, again, I'm not the type of person that loves to have these, 40 and 3 games on, one gun. Not into that. Plus, you'll notice I prep my C4 every time I spawn, and what I mean by prepping my C4 is, what I do is I pull it out as soon as that's what she said. I pull out my C4 every time I spawn, and what it does is it removes, the security lock that's on it, so you can't, accidentally squeeze it and blow up the C4. Hardline Pro, giving you double sentry gun, which is almost as good as double rainbow. And once you have this C4, unlocked, essentially, the trigger unlocked, every other time that you go to pull out, here we go again with that's what she said, every time you go to get your C4 ready to throw, the trigger comes out a lot faster. You can do it more spontaneous. That's what she said. Again, I guess you could do. I should name this video That's What She Said commentary. and you know, from there on, throwing C4, exploding C4 can be a lot quicker, and you can, you know, hopefully get those kills a lot faster. And I kind of demonstrate that here later on in the video, but that's what I do with the C4. And since I do that with C4, that's an extra kill or two, depending on how lucky I am or how unlucky I am that I throw my care packages out of the map, that that I get my kill streaks. And if you notice, I do the simple 3, 4, 5. And the reason I do 3, 4, 5 is because Hardline Pro, seriously, I've gotten maps where I've gotten about, you know, 6 or 7 care packages. That's including sentry guns. And what happens is I re-roll, and sometimes I'll go from sentry gun and, I don't know, maybe another sentry gun or counter UAV to UAV. You know, it might be as stupid as that, or I might go from something, you know, I really, if it's like napalm strike or above, I'm not rolling. I'm going to keep the napalm strike or whatever, and I'll roll. Valkyrie rockets and down, you know, that's to spy plane or UAV, double. You know, from there I will roll. And with this system, you know, sometimes you get good, sometimes you get bad. And there was one time I got a sentry gun and a sentry gun package, and in the care package was a UAV. Turned one into a chopper gunner, turned the other one into a gunship right then and there on the spot. The percentage of that happening is like 10%, I believe, for both of those combined, so it's like 5% each. So, you know, it's really not plausible to happen all that often. But so yeah, that's why I really don't run Scavenger, even though it's a very long explanation, and I'd rather run Hardline instead. And, you know, if I die because I run out of ammo, it's basically whatever, because I'd rather start my kill streaks over again, getting the spy plane at 2, and going about everything else. Is it nice to get those high-end kill streaks? Yes, it's very satisfying. However, as of right now with the spawns, I can't see that being very plausible and being very satisfying a lot of the time, because, you know, you might get that 8 kill streak and you're going for your dogs, and next thing you know, people are spawning behind you, kind of like this whole group just spawned behind me right there. You know, there's things like that that really intimidate me from putting on those higher kill streaks. It's not that I can't do them, because it is, you know, in due practice, I feel like, you know, with any gun I can easily get whatever kill streaks I want. It's just, with the spawns, you don't have control of that. You don't have control of someone spawning behind you and shooting you in the ass. And hopefully they don't rip your ass open in that time that they're doing that. So, yeah, let's go back to the AUG. My thoughts on AUG. My thoughts on the AUG is that the gun is pretty good. For having the rate of fire that it does, and being able to stay on target for the most part, I really like it. However, I am level 40 at the moment. In this video, I'm like in the late 30s. The Commando is a very high competitor. Just throwing that out there. The Commando is a great gun. The G11's also very, very nice, but the 3-round burst kind of iffies me. The Commando, I'm going to start trying that out very shortly, and hopefully I can get some good gameplay of that, because, you know, that gun is really good. And don't run at people like that. Shoot, don't run. Fucking Josh being an idiot and having to knife people when he doesn't have to. Another one that I kind of like is the Enfield, but the damage on that just doesn't really favor what I like. So it's kind of sad. M16 out of the question. I'm trying to think. AK-47. For those of you that are diehard AK-47 lovers, get over it. And this is what I have to say about that. The reason I say get over it is because use the Commando. And this goes back to what I said about the Commando again. The Commando and the AK-47 are like brother and sister, except the AK-47 doesn't compete well. The Commando is better than the AK-47. That's just it. Statistically, it's better. Everything is identical. It's better. So stop complaining. Stop arguing with me. It's better. So yeah, hopefully in the next commentary, I'm going to do a Commando game. And also, if you guys have watched the end of this video, I'm getting a new intro. I'm getting a new intro, being, I would like to call professionally done, because I'm not professional at it, and someone that does do intros for a living is. And also, if you guys have any wager matches, please let me know. I want to cast some. I'm going to play some myself, but I want to see what you guys are up to as well, if you guys have anything that's good. Let me know in the comments below. Send me a PM. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next video.